You realize the weave is making you one. You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale will know it.
Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, which is our, we're kind of doing a story-heavy combat light playthrough here on the channel, because that's obviously more what my channel is about. There's two more things we have to do before we leave the Grove. We've had, 2 parts in the Emerald Grove. I'm keen to get out of here and do some exploring in the world. There's 2 things, though. We had a quest, if you might remember at the end of the last part, when we rescued the boy from the Harpies. He told us to come back
I have something to ask.
and talk to these guys. We were told to ask to see the dragon's lair, if you remember, so that we could go and talk to another child named Mole. So, Donnie, is it? I want to see the dragon's lair.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Hey, thanks for showing me the door. I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to be rude. This kid is clearly, non-verbal autistic or something, and I'm not going to be a jerk about it. So, we are in the dragon's lair, aka Tiefling Hideout. All right, let's...
One day I'll catch a break.
Go down here. So there's only children down here, as you'll see, and I believe that is Mole.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same.
Now, because it's synth talking, I'm gonna go for the, more don't be criminals vibe. Obviously, if it was someone like Astarion, I think he would be more forgiving, but because it's synth, I don't think she would be. Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know.
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Yeah, you're taking advantage during bad times. There are words for folks like that.
So what? Should we be panicking like everyone else? We have a plan. We're the ones who'll end up on top in the gate. Anything else?
I'm not going to ask for Mole's quest, aside from the fact that I'm not going to do it. Again, I don't think Synth would be let's lean into the thieves side of things. So we'll just ask to trade and see if she has anything that we want. Elixir of lightning resistance. Problem is that I have 49 gold, so I don't think I can afford anything. Look, a toy block and a stuffed bear. So cute.
Anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime.
You are most welcome. So if you take Mole's quest, she asks you to steal the idol, the same one that Arabella tried to steal.
Oh. Hello again. Mole's in charge here, not me.
Sylphie is so adorable.
I knew she wasn't ready.
The only other person I want to go see is Zevlor, because Korga, I keep wanting to say Karga because that's her spell, but it is Korga, wants us to offer to be a mercenary to help the tieflings survive when they leave the Druid Grove. Not because she cares, mind you. She does not care. And she doesn't even offer to pay us to get the tieflings out of the grove. She's like, oh, I'm sure they'll pay you. It's like, rightio. Now, it took me forever to find this on my first playthrough, but there is a door here. So I think I just saw this and thought it was decorative, and I didn't realise that there's a door. So this is where Zevlor's hiding after the initial kind of confrontation.
But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Hi guys, how you going?
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Leaving the grove is the best option. I can help.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
I mean, we are heading in that direction because that's where Hyacinth is and that's where Priestess Gut is. And both of them are potential leads to get the tadpole out of her head. Now, obviously, Priestess Gut is one of the goblin leaders, so we would be going the opposite of what Zevlor wants. Do I ask for pay is the only thing. I think I'm going to ask for pay, again, based on the logic I explained a couple of parts ago about how healing magic is expensive. That depends. Can you pay us?
I suppose so. We don't have much, but we'll scrape together whatever we can.
It seems like it's going against type for Synth to be extorting the tieflings, but I'm going to ask for money. Make sure it's enough.
Of course. Everything we have. Anything we can give you, we will. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
All right, cool. Now we can leave. Finally. I feel like we've been here forever. How are my spells? Alrighty, you've got 2 level 1 spell slots down. How are the other 2? Because we did fight the harpies.
Whatever comes.
You are
I'm ready.
good. Gale probably could use a rest. So I might quickly duck back to camp.
Let's get going.
And why don't we take Will out? Because we haven't taken Will out yet. So we'll leave Gale in charge of the cookpot. He loves that.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing.
Who's this source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Let's move on to other matters.
All right. What else is on your mind?
I mean, I guess we could go down the rabbit hole of talking to Will. We haven't really engaged with him yet. You guys won't have met him, so we can do that. Tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Whatever became of the boy, I wonder?
I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The Frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
Is that how you lost your eye in the goblin battle?
It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
I'd like to
By
talk
all
about something
means.
else. I'd like you
Sorry,
to join me.
but there's no room for me.
All right, Gale could do
Let's
the rest.
make this happen.
And we gotta level him
Get
up.
ready.
All right, Will. Now, warlocks, they work very differently than like wizards, where the spells I choose are the only ones he has access to, but he can cast any of them. Like, he just gets a limited number of spells. So it's not really limited by level, in the sense that if he had a level 5 spell, when he's much higher level than he is now, obviously, if he had a level 5 spell, he could cast that, or a level 1 spell, but he gets 1 spell casting. So, or 2, or however many it is. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Hellish Rebuke. React to your next attacker with flames that deal 2 to 20 fire damage. In terms of the Eldritch invocations for him, obviously he is a warlock. The ones that power up his Eldritch Blast are genuinely OP. and probably the only correct choice. And then he should level up again. Yes, indeed. He gained a packed boon. It's so hard to go past Misty Step. It's like the best spell in the game. Bar none. Well, okay, buddy. There's a few like level 6 spells and stuff that, okay, maybe they're slightly better. Misty Step in this game with combat, being able to bounce around and position yourself anywhere. So good. Alright, which one do I go for? Pact of the Chain gives you a familiar, so like a little demon that'll follow him around. Pact of the Blade means he's better with a sword, basically. Like he can have a bound weapon. Pact of the Tome, that gives you additional spells. I am largely indifferent to those. I think I'll go Pact of the Blade. Alright, Will. I haven't bought any armor or anything for you, so sorry about that. Alright, let's get out of here.
Alright, what now?
I just realised I should put Longstrider on Will. But because I cast Speak with Dead, and I haven't long rested since, I wonder if you could talk to the guy who got shot with an arrow up top. I can't actually see it from here.
What path lies before me?
Maybe I can talk to some of the goblins, actually.
You know what I really miss about Baldur's Gate? The food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Okay,
Unless we
Astarion.
find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
These tracks. Goblins.
Alright, so obviously I knew this was here, but they would have picked up on it as they came through anyway. There is a hidden stone door here and goblin tracks. So we will investigate that. We found an underground passage. Here I just wanted to be outside for a bit.
I don't think that statue's eyes are glowing to provide illumination. Best be careful.
Okay, Shadowheart.
What a
You're
day.
almost certainly correct.
Into the shadows.
I'm going to have Astarion sneak forward on his own. So I've just separated him from the group. You just can drag them around.
How about
Rune
this?
of the Eagle. So we'll sneak past the eagle statue to the rune. And then we've got a goblin here.
Right up front.
Alright, so that turns his eyes off. There's also a bear over here. And I think there's
Well,
another
at least
animal
we got
over
the
here.
druid to keep ourselves entertained.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Now, there
That'd be
is
funny.
an unconscious druid down here who is talking about, they're talking about torturing, so that's lovely.
Don't wear his voice. Still need answers.
We're gonna attack from surprise. I mean,
Neither seen nor heard.
I love that they just didn't react to that. That's hilarious. Well, I guess we can try again.
You're mine.
We are moving into the sight cone here. Okay. Cool. The rest of them didn't enter combat. This is one thing I'm not a huge fan of, but it does mean that the flip side is that I can now move to these guys and actually move them around. So for example, I could put him up here and he'll either get seen and enter combat, or he won't. But I could then have him enter combat like that. Alright. These two still not in combat. Okay, we will shoot Gresh. And then
Waiting with bated breath.
Synth is still hidden. Hilarious. Oh, they've seen me now. Alright. I've killed half the goblins already. Rude. Hey! Quit it! Nice. What are the chances, Shadowheart, that you could hit with a spell? She actually did it!
No one stopped me yet.
Plot twist. Now, this guy.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Well, we do have a solution for that. Get up!
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
How did the goblins slip into the grove?
It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
You're welcome. That way just leads back into the grove, and given we're trying to leave, I don't really want to go there. I am gonna have
Trust no one. Keep your distance.
Sneaky
darling.
boy here. This is why Astarion is pretty much always in my party. He's not a very good jumper is the only thing.
Let's keep to the shadows.
There's a diggable here. Let's go turn that off, and then I can have someone else come across. Oh, there's a person down here too. Alright, so they should be deactivated now.
Stay low.
You can get up now, mate.
Shall
Ooh. Apparently they're not deactivated.
Just like old times. Time for discretion.
Yeah, Astarion. Oh dear.
Looking
I
ahead.
thought they were deactivated.
My faith protects me.
Shadowheart, you used to be trickery
No
to
time
me.
dally.
Oh, he's gonna die. Can you get line of sight of him?
Don't touch me.
Crouch. Yeah, crouch, you dumbass.
Like a wraith.
Oh my god. I thought that. Oh, it only deactivates one and not the other? Maybe I need to
No one back home will ever believe this.
go over
To not
here.
be cursed.
Deactivate that one. Don't die. Oh, too late. It's going well. Is that deactivated now? It is. Okay, that was me. That's my fault. Sorry, Astarion. Now, he's actually dead. We can obviously revive him with withers, but I also have scrolls. Awesome. No, you did die a little bit there, mate. It's fine.
Moving ahead.
Fate must wait. Shadowheart is inspired. Well, I mean, at least it wasn't a complete waste
These
then.
things have stayed
I am
interesting.
unfortunately a bit sad that I used my long rest. We may actually have to go back to camp and have a proper rest because also now I'm out of level 1 spells.
Let's
So
move.
I guess we'll do that, but there are a couple more things we can loot up here. So I'm just going to go peek through all this stuff and then we'll go to camp.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Alright. Sorry, Astarion. I know you've had a rough time, but
Never a dull moment.
I keep forgetting how squishy we are
Swift
at
as
this
my feet
level.
can carry me.
I've heard people saying that in D&D in general and in this game in particular, like the first 4 levels are the most lethal, and I think that is true because you're just so squishy. But that's alright. Let's disable the trap. No worries. And now we got a rod, a quarterstaff, and some other stuff. Alright, let's go to camp. We'll just reform the group first, or otherwise they won't all go. And then we'll have a little rest. Alright, Gale wants to chat.
Already
Hey, bud.
feeling better.
Oh, hang on, wait. This is actually a romantic trigger, or a potential romantic trigger for Gale. Ah, Mistra, the matron of magic herself, an ambitious desire indeed to hold her in your hands.
Oh. My, you startled me. I, was miles away.
Care to tell me why you were conjuring an image of the goddess?
No special reason, really. I was just practicing an incantation.
I don't believe that for a second. There's more to it than that. You were contemplating her in a way I can hardly fathom. I mean, he was making googly eyes, let's be real.
What can I say? She's Mistra.
I can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her. To draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies.
The weave. Mistra is all magic. And as far as I'm concerned, she is all creation.
I didn't realize the depth of your devotion.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you?
Magic is music, poetry, and beauty, though I suspect you and I perform it differently.
Fair enough.
Though in the end, we're still playing the same composition.
Perhaps I can show you what I mean by reaching into the weave together.
By all means.
Then follow my lead. Now you.
Alright, we're gonna go with Bard, imitate the gesture with ease. Interesting. I didn't have to make a roll.
A familiar feeling, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
An easy incantation. Simply repeat after Gale. Or I can put a little flourish on Ao. Ao is the name of the overarching god that all of the other gods sit underneath. So it's like boss god. Do I want to do the performance check? I mean, why not? Belt the words with a little flourish on Ao. Of course, then there's a roll. Fair enough. I would only fail that on a 1 because we had a +5 bonus.
Ah, yes. The scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony. As true as you can.
I mean, I'm a bard. Yeah, I was just about to say, that should be easy. Harmony comes easily to you. Allow it to wash over your mind and magic.
You see, or is it sense, the unmistakable presence of Mystra, the Lady of Mysteries. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
I'm tempted to go for the bard response. Now, obviously, in my last part, asked you guys if you had any thoughts on romance for Sin. I'm not going to shut Gale down here because I want to keep that door open. Gale's romance, quite good. Astarian's, quite good. Will's, very Disney princess-ish, very YouTube friendly. Not my favorite, but happy to do it anyway. All of the female romances are not YouTube friendly, but because I have the nudity setting turned off, hopefully those cutscenes wouldn't be too bad. The harpies were not topless, so that was a good sign. But anyway, let's go with effortless. You're a wonderful teacher.
Oh, I know.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate.
Hold on to the moment. It's a good night for intimacy.
You realize the weave is making you one. You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale will know it.
There's obviously a lot of options here. Some of them are quite violent, which is surprising. The hearty meal, food, and friendship is the option that shuts it down, so he won't pursue a romance with you. So I'm going to picture a romantic walk, your hand slipping within Gale's.
I didn't think.
You perceive quick-fire gusts of embarrassment, trepidation, and finally, elation.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting. But it is a pleasant image, to be sure. Most pleasant, in fact. Most welcome.
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
He's such a dork. Anyway, I would have preferred to have that happen after I'd had input from you guys about the romance options, but since we haven't met everybody yet is the thing. There's still one more character we can recruit in Act 1, and there are like 3 or 4 more we can recruit later. We'll quickly check in with everyone else.
Something the matter?
Those murals in the grove, something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
I will have us try and get to know her a little more, I guess.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
You don't want to talk about yourself?
I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? I'm doing you a favor.
If you're not comfortable, I won't press you.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Alright, we'll leave that there. Check up on Lae'zel.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Hyacinth, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki's Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Alrighty then. Astarion. I love how he's positioned himself up here on the top, lording it over everybody else.
Yes?
Oh, mate, you look rough. They do show the bruising if they're low health. It's because I didn't heal him. I didn't want to waste potions, to be honest. I mean, normally, if we were going to keep going, it wouldn't be a waste, but when you're about to full rest, using a potion would be pointless. I guess we'll keep Will with us for now. I could swap Lae'zel in just to give her a bit of a leg stretch. Maybe we'll leave Shadowheart. Shadowheart and Lae'zel, if you have them both in your party at the same time, the snark can be quite off the charts, actually.
Speak.
Actually, why don't we, just for a little bit...
my might is yours.
Just for a little bit, we will give Astarion a rest, and we'll see if we can see any of the Shadowheart Lae'zel dialogue.
Ready for battle.
He did have a rough day yesterday. He did kind of die. Let's give the guy a bit of a rest. So we'll just pop Longstrider on everyone.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Stop it! You're scaring him.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
There isn't a lithid option here. It's you exerting your power through the tadpole. I'm not going to use it here. I'm just going to use a medicine check. So his wounds look deep. I might be able to help. I mean, I'm going to let that fail. I could re-roll, but I'm going to let that failure ride because I haven't seen what happens if you fail this roll.
Brother, your sword.
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head.
I'm going to hold his stare.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
I always find this little family group quite odd because you've got 2 humans and a dwarf, but they're siblings. I assume somebody's fostered somebody else or adopted somebody or whatever, presumably. I'm going to say true soul? Question mark?
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule.
That fellow was infected like us. Is this the mark of a true soul?
Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for the druid Hyacinth.
I don't know any druids.
Why are you out here? The wilderness is dangerous.
We know that all too well, ma'am, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
These fugitives, tell me more.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
I don't like the way he looked at me when he said that. That being said, there's 4 of us and we have a Githyanki. So I'm gonna say I'm a survivor of that crash. Looks like you found me.
You! Brenna! Kill her!
Rude. Now, the way the turn order works, I'm not sure I've explained this. If they're sitting side by side, if 2 members of your party are sitting side by side, you can pick either of them to go first. If there's someone in between, you can't. So this is like the initiative order, which means I couldn't say Lae'zel or Will go first, but I can choose between Synth and Shadowheart. Honestly, these guys are so little. Let's just do it. Vicious mockery. I said something, yes. I don't know what that was. Can I close? I can close with you. Nice. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Ooh. I saved. Nice. Oof. Can you close?
A bright idea.
Or not. You can get entangled in that root. Whatever.
I will not know failure.
Good job, Lae'zel. Ow. Right.
Time to rest.
What have you got?
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
I'm going to attempt to resist this. Wisdom. Force your mind shut. You will not be influenced by an illithid parasite. But we could fail the roll. That's fine too. I will try one reroll. I'm not going to burn through all my inspiration for this. Ow. Okay, that's going to have to ride.
No use. Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
Ooh.
Abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
Can't believe one of those things lives in my brain.
Thankfully, she put it in a bottle. I was a bit concerned she just chucked a parasite in her pocket, because obviously that would then have free reign, but we're going to send that to camp. Now, I'm going to quickly have a look with the gear that we picked up, because I wonder if Lae'zel's is 15 armor class. Is this armor actually better than what she's wearing? 16, yes. So I'm going to switch her into that.
Ever onward.
All's well that ends not as bad as
I might actually have her take a potion of healing.
On my way.
Just because she was the only one that was injured, it doesn't seem worth having a short rest for that. Now there is a cave down here. So you can craft like potions in this game. So it's worth picking up all the plants for that.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
I don't really
Cursed to put my hands on
want
everything.
to fight an owlbear, but we will poke our nose in, have a quick look. Okay, guess we'll go left. Ooh. I don't think the owlbear could get down here. They're quite large. An owlbear is...
Lunar statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place of honor.
I mean...
There's magic at play here. A spell keeping this chest shut.
Animal speaking potion! Finally! A dusty volume that speaks of the conflict between the sibling goddesses Selûne and Shar after Selûne ignited the sun and brought life-sustaining light and warmth to the universe. Okay, I'm not going to touch that chest yet. Let's go over here.
That might be worth a look.
The Genesis of Selûne and Shar. An ancient tome detailing how Selûne came into being along with her sister Shar. The silver radiant Selûne and the dark alluring Shar complemented each other and brought an orderly distinction between light and dark in the universe. Sorry, Selûne, I am stealing everything. A prayer dedicated to Selûne, imploring all to accept the Moon Maiden's blessing and share in her bounty.
A prayer sheet with the same symbol as the one on the chest.
Alright, let's now come over here. Now, in theory, for some reason, you have to read that twice to deactivate this. I assume because you have to read it next to the chest.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible.
But why?
This rubbish is an offering to Selûne. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch, or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
I'm gonna try for the insight check. Why do you care so much?
I should have stayed quiet. You want the truth? Fine. I worship Shar, mistress of the night, Selûne's twin and foe. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
The goddess of secrets. How telling.
Now, Shar has a rep. She's not a nice... She's an evil goddess, and she's generally known to be evil, which is why a lot of these reactions are quite indignant. I'm going to go for the second one. You have told me. How long were you going to keep this secret?
Forever, ideally. And you assume too much about what I can and cannot tell. Secrecy is everything for Shar's children. It is our code, our creed, our shield. I even keep secrets from myself. I had my memories suppressed, so that nothing I know could be used against the Dark Lady. Once I prove myself, my memories will be restored. I'm not sorry I kept this from you. Not one bit. Though, perhaps that might change, if you can show an open mind.
Let's see how open-minded I can be then. Tell me more.
Talk to me later. We've got more pressing matters to see to right now.
It's true, we are in an owlbear cave. Probably not the time for a D&M. What have we got here? A moondrop pendant? Ooh, that's a good one. Wait, why am I doing a sleight of hand check? What? I don't understand why that was a roll. That's weird. The chest was already open and it wasn't locked. Alright, we'll keep the idol of Selûne. I'm going to send that to camp. We will sell the necklace and the bloodstone because they are not magical. We have a Selûnite rite. This tome describes the ancient initiation rites observed by some who worship the moon goddess Selûne. When a youngster came of age, they would be left to fend for themselves deep in the wilds. There they would show their skills of navigation and self-reliance, as well as their determination to return to the Moon Maiden's silvery glow. Once they found their way back to their people, their faith and standing as a follower of Selûne would be beyond any doubt. This pendant is quite handy. When they have 50% or less, they don't provoke opportunity attacks. I reckon I'm going to give that to Lae'zel for now. So the opportunity attacks are the ones where the character moves away from an enemy out of their threatened zone. The enemy can have a free shot if they have a bonus action. Now let's
breathe deep and move.
Sneak up this way towards the sound of fly.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Ooh. So this is an owlbear. Hi, this is a baby owlbear, and this is an egg. In honor mode, this creature will end a run, because she is a big girl. I could use the Speak with Animals potion, I guess. I did just pick that up.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
For
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
You're injured. There's still half a spear lodged in your head.
It's a splinter. I've gutted bigger threats than you with worse.
Persuasion. Just allow me to leave. I'm no threat to you or your cub.
You're small, weak. Killing you would be a waste of time. You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
Alright, I don't really want to fight her.
I wanted the easy
Let's
path.
get out of here. I'm still too traumatized by my last encounter with her in honor mode. It was bad.
Right. Lozelle, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
Why is that, Shadowheart? Now, there's a few things we're out here to do. Obviously, we need to find the goblins, but I don't want to go straight there. This is where Will's target is, and I would really like to do that as a priority. That's where the goblins are. That is the pass to where the Githyanki are. And then we have Korga and Auntie Ethel. So the tree that letter we found last time mentioned is in the swamp, and Auntie Ethel's down here. But my priority is actually Karlak. So we'll start heading in that direction. But we are not going to be able to get there in this part. It's guaranteed. I think there was something on the ground up here that I forgot to pick up. Ooh, there's a ruptured mind flayer pod here. We didn't actually loot him. He has the other half of the spear that's in the owlbear, which I would like to hang on to. Because I clicked on her to loot him and then it triggered the dialogue and then we didn't actually...
These boots have seen everything.
We didn't actually do it. Oh, there's another shield here.
It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
A dead boar. But it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers.
Medicine, examine it.
The carcass seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. You notice 2 small puncture wounds in its neck. Looking closer, you can see the skin around its face is desiccated. It's been completely drained of blood.
I wonder what that could mean.
Laser, have you ever done a good deed just for the sake of...
I have performed deeds well and efficiently. Is this what you mean?
Not exactly. But you answered my question.
Have you wondered what people will say when they
Dead
find out the
goblins.
monster hunter is
Dead
becoming
travelers.
a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint though.
Ooh, I found a goblin's drawing. Drawn in thick charcoal lines upon an animal skin, this childlike drawing depicts 3 stick figures, a goblin with sparks in its hands, a square humanoid figure, and what seems to be an elf. Each of them is wearing a simple crown. Now, this orange border means it's a quest item. You can't sell those, which is annoying. This is where the adventurers that were fleeing back, like Aradin and his crew, I think, had their previous encounter. Alright, so looking at how we get up here. I have heard there's actually a way to jump down from up here somewhere, but I don't know how. I played this a lot. I don't know how to do it. We could head north this way. I don't really want to go in there. That's like a whole part on its own.
The blade of frontiers, Do you always need to be the center of attention?
Anything but. I don't fight to be flattered, Laser. I fight to save lives.
It's the bestest boy! This is Scratch, and we love him.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened here?
I told you to go.
I'm gonna try persuasion, because that's what she's good at. I'm not an enemy, I promise. This is a roll I burn inspiration points on, by the way. We do not fail this roll, ever.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
I don't think he's gonna wake up.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
What's your name?
He calls me Scratch.
You can do the same.
What happened to your friend exactly?
We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on 2 legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
Come on, you can travel with me if you like.
No, I won't leave him.
If he doesn't wake up, follow my scent. I have a camp. I'm not shouting at the corpse. That's just rude.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Bestest boy. Bestest boy Scratch. I'm sorry your master died. We can actually loot him now that we've made friends with Scratch. So we can take his stuff. He has 3 letters. This one is to 9 fingers. This is relevant in Act 3. I won't come back to the city, not while you have your thugs looking for me. If you want the debt paid, you'll have to trust me and collect it yourself. Go to the graveyard and look for where an M. Kerwin is buried. Get digging and you'll find enough values to settle matters between us. Don't go looking for me, I'll know when I'm safe. Don't know who this is from. These are all... This guy's a courier, so these are all letters he's carrying, he's transporting. Davin, it's a boy. He's healthy and perfect. I've named him after his father. Come and see us as soon as you can get leave. From Flora and Davin Jr. Gomwick. Okay, this one is to the guy that is dead on the ground. Be doubly careful on the way back to Baldur's Gate. I've received more reports of attacks on travelers throughout the region. I can't have my best messenger winding up face down in a ditch somewhere. Watch yourself. Better late than never. Postmaster General Danzo. I mean, a useful note, unfortunately for Gomwick here. Didn't end well, but that's alright. Mushrooms!
So, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
Half expected her to ask to see it. Shadowheart is probably one of the more thirsty characters in this game. But I'm actually going to end this part here. I think this is a good spot to end it. I don't actually think can get up here without going through the village. I'm going to leave this one here. I'd love to hear what you guys think of everything so far. And again, same question as last time around romances. It's hard to narrow it down because, like I said, we haven't met everybody. But we are getting close. I'm leaning towards one of the fellas just because our synth in The Sims was straight, but up to you guys. So I'm going to leave this one here. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.